What's going on, everybody? I'm Terrence, and this is Bank Shipping. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hoping that everybody's having a good morning so far. If you ain't up, like I always say, go ahead and get up, start that grind. I'm in Beltsville, Maryland. Picked up a load of insulation. I was supposed to have a two-stop going to two different places, but one of the stops had inventory today and tomorrow, so they postponed that load and gave me the Beltsville load. So picked that up yesterday after I dropped in Richmond. Then now I'm here dropping this. Pouring down, raining. I don't know if you guys can tell, I got like water dripping off my hat. But pouring down, raining, crazy coming down the road this morning. Cars all over the road, on the beltway, in the ditch, up against the Jersey barriers, just people everywhere. You know, not knowing how to slow down when there's a bunch of water on the road. But we got here safely, and now we are, I think he just got the last skid off. So I'll get my paperwork signed, and then we're going to head down to Montrose and get some more trailers. And those trailers have 4 stops, at least right now. I know they're behind in production down there, so just like the last load I ran that was supposed to be a 3-stop, it was only a 2-stop because the trailers weren't ready. So as of right now, it's supposed to be a 4-stop. So we'll see when we get down there if I actually have all 4 stops or they're going to postpone some. So I'm getting my paperwork signed, and I'll get down the road and get back to y'all. So I made it down to Montrose, ran into a lot more rain, and then when I got about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so away from my pickup, the rain let up, and then it eventually stopped. Still cloudy, spitting some rain every once in a while, but nowhere near what it was. So hopefully that holds off while I'm getting loaded so I don't get soaking wet again. But this place is a muddy mess. They got like some, I guess the yard is supposed to be gravel, but most of that gravel's gone, so it's just compacted dirt, turns into mud. So might get a little dirty today, but there's 2 trucks in front of me, so nothing to do but hop in the sleeper and wait. So I'll get back to y'all once I'm loaded. All right, so this is what we got. 5 total stacks of trailers, 4 total stops. So everything is here. Actually, one of the stops is the stop that got taken off of my last trip because the stuff wasn't ready. So we actually get to do that one too. So I got loaded early because everything got thrown for a loop. You know, I didn't think I was going to be there until later. But you know, with the whole Kingspan load that was supposed to be a 2-stop, that's why I thought I was going to get to Montrose later than what I did, because Kingspan ended up switching loads. I only had 1 stop, and it was actually closer to Montrose than originally. So I got down there pretty early. They loaded me, and actually loaded me fairly quickly, and I got strapped up and everything. And the guy at the, you know, at the shipper was like, hey, you know, you ought to see if you can deliver this today. You probably be able to if you make good time. And I'm like, yeah, that's the plan. You know, I got 4 stops, and then, you know, I got another pickup tomorrow. So I was trying to have where I could at least get off both of the Maryland stops and then just have the 2 Pennsylvania stops tomorrow, and then go get picked up and be done for the weekend. So I busted my ass to get up here. Ran into a little bit of traffic, but that's fine. Got here at 5:30. They stopped receiving at 6. So I got here at 5:30. I knew they stopped receiving at 6. I figured once I got unloaded at my first stop, I would just call the second stop, because it's only 10 minutes down the road, and see if they'd unload me even though it was past receiving hours, because these trailers are a hot commodity. You know, almost every time I drop these trailers, people are waiting to buy these things. I mean, the last trip I had to Jersey, each stop I stopped at, people were buying them basically as they were unloading them off the trailer. So, you know, I figured they probably want them, so why not? They don't close till 9, so as long as it wasn't dark outside, they'd probably unload them. But I got to my first stop, 5:30. I walk in, tell them I'm here to deliver some trailers. So they call the manager up. She comes up and she's a total you know what. I tried to keep my composure. I tried to remain professional. You know, I was nice, I was polite. You know, she was like, you absolutely will not get unloaded until in the morning. That's what you were told. And I was like, no, that's not what I was told. I was told that I had to deliver by tomorrow, but I could make it today. She's like, no, that's not what you were told. And I was like, oh, that's funny. I didn't see you at the shipper. That's not what I was told, you know. And then she, you know, continues to say that she's not going to unload me today because she doesn't have anybody to unload me. That's a different story. You not wanting to unload me just because, that's one thing. But if you don't have somebody to unload me to operate the forklift, okay, that's understandable. So I'm like, all right, well, I walk back outside and there's 2 pickup trucks here with goosenecks getting fencing and stuff. And they're loading the fencing with the forklift. Well, I thought you didn't have nobody to unload with the forklift. I thought you didn't have nobody for the forklift. But yet, you're loading with the forklift. So, I went back in there. You know, hey, I see this person loading stuff with a forklift. Why can't she just take these off real quick? I'll go ahead and unstrap them right here. I already told you once, you're not getting unloaded until in the morning. She wanted to have attitude, good enough, you know. Thought I'd push my luck a little bit. Some people may think, oh, you just pestering her. No, I got 4 stops. I got a job to do too. Why don't you do yours? You know, and then she tells me that they have a DC truck coming in the morning and they take priority. Okay, what time does the DC truck get here? She tells me the DC truck gets here at 5 a.m. They'll unload him at 5 a.m. when he gets here. And I said, that's fine. I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna reposition my truck. I basically went down there, turned around. Funny, look, as we can see, somebody in a forklift. So I turned my truck around and now I'm getting ready to unstrap because I told her, and she's actually the one that's on the forklift. Go figure. I told her I'm gonna turn my truck around, I'm gonna unstrap, so that in the morning, y'all can just unload me and I can get out of here. And I'm not going to wait around. I was straight up with her. Look, you done pull my strings today. It ain't going to happen in the morning. So 5 a.m. after you get done with that route truck, and don't be taking all day with that route truck. After you're done, I need you to come unload me because I got 3 more stops to get to. I'm a real nice guy. I'm really easy to get along with. But I also am going to shoot it straight. If you on that BS, I'm going to call you out. Just like I called her out on the BS of nobody can operate the forklift. And here she's the one that's operating the forklift. But that's enough for the rant, man. We're going to shut it down here tonight. Well, not really shut it down. Keep the truck running. But I'll get back with y'all in the morning. It might be dark, so I might not film the unload. But hopefully it goes smoothly and I don't have no more problems. Maybe it'd be a different manager to come in the morning. So, see y'all in the morning. Shoo! It's a nice, brisk 48-degree morning. Got unloaded at the first stop, finally. And they came out and I actually got up, you know, the DC truck was still there. And then once he left, waited around, nobody came out. Waited for like 30 minutes, nobody came out. And then I called and somebody answered. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm outside, can you come unload me? So they came unload me, got that one done, and then ran. The next stop was 9 miles up the road. So that's where I'm at now. Just got that unloaded, and so now I'm going to head to Gettysburg. I'm going to Gettysburg, PA, and they are getting 1, 2, 3. I think they're just getting 4 trailers. They're the ones that's on my top deck. So we'll get those off, and then last stop is in Carlisle, and then after we drop in Carlisle, I'll go back to Kingspan, get loaded for Monday. So I'm going to hit the road, try to find me a 7-Eleven or something, because I need some coffee. I'm dragging a little bit this morning. I actually had to get up and open the hood and turn the heater valves on because it's freezing. So not too happy about that. I don't like the cold weather whatsoever. So, but I'll see y'all in Gettysburg. Okay, so I am here in Gettysburg. Just went in, told them I was here. So just waiting for them to come out with the forklift and tell me where to go so that I can be unloaded. I normally, when I come to these Tractor Supplies, I normally try to find where they have the trailers setting, and that's where I kind of park close to so that it's easy for them to just unload, drop them off, and run back. So I'm just gonna wait for them to come, and then we'll get unloaded. And while I'm waiting, I gotta pull my road atlas out here and see how I can get over to Carlisle, because I heard on the CB coming up 15 that 581 is shut down in both directions due to an accident right there at the 581 interchange. So that's what I need to get on to run over to Carlisle. So if I can't get on that, I got to find me another route, and a safe route at that, because Pennsylvania's got a lot of roads that, oh yeah, this is a direct cut across, and then you get on it and you shouldn't be on it. So I'm gonna pull out the old road atlas and see what I can find me an alternate route, and then I'll head up 15. And you know, it's about, I don't know, 30 or 40 miles to get up to 581. So maybe the accident might be cleared by then. We'll play it by ear. So I don't know how bad it is. I mean, evidently must be a pretty bad accident if both directions are closed. So we shall see. But I'll get back with y'all once I get unloaded. And that right there is the local hustle. That's how you get 4 drops off before 11 o'clock. Like I said, these things is hotcakes, man. Everybody out here trying to get them. Look. Old man just bought one as it was coming off the trailer. Oh, now it's time to head to Winchester. I'll see y'all in a bit. 53-foot load, full load. It's actually 52 foot, but close enough. 2 stops, full load, 1,000,000 straps, it seems like. Had to pull out some of the ratchet straps just because a lot of, when I have a full load, when I have a 53-foot load, the way that it ends up being is a lot of the skids, when they're turned and stuff like that, a lot of it ends up being places where I don't have sliding winches. So I probably could have put a sliding winch here, but it is what it is. No point in having one sliding winch and one ratchet strap. Whatever, I'll just put 2 ratchet straps. So it's an ugly load because 2 stops, different product. All this stuff up front is the same product, but everything from here back is different. So some's higher than the other, you know, it's short back here, taller up here. And with that, you know, since it's 2 different stops, it's 7 skids going to the first stop, 6 skids going to the 7 skids going to the second stop, 6 skids going to the first stop. So there's a bunch of skids turned and all that. And then up here in the front, this is the ugliest part, at least what I think so. I got an X strap the front to keep it, you know, in case of a hard braking scenario, to keep something from going up there. But then, as you can see, I can't put any straps right here because there's nowhere to put straps on that part of the trail. That's the only thing that I don't like about this trailer, really, is the fact that at the front it's angled, so it's not boxed in like a normal trailer. So there's an overhang right here on the sides if I have a full skid up front. One thing that I'm in contact with, trying to get in contact with Diamond C about, is doing something about that. Trying to see if they have a recommend. I mean, I know I could do it myself, but I want to see what they recommend as far as boxing this in. You know, it would seem to be as simple to me as cutting the rub rail right here, putting, you know, just basically making a nail to box that in, weld it up, all that good stuff, and then re-weld a rub rail and a stake pocket right here. So I'm pretty sure that's probably something Diamond C is going to be like, yeah, that's no problem. But, you know, just want to be sure before I do anything to this trailer. You know, don't want to be voiding warranties and stuff like that. So, but it's Friday. It's the end of the day. And we're done. There's actually a antique truck show here in my area. I would have loved to put the old girl in it, but A, I couldn't get her washed, and B, I got this load on. I didn't want to take the truck to a truck show with a load on, and C, I'm missing a fender still, so I can't take her to a truck show looking all ugly. So decided not to do that, but I think I still might take the family over there, get some food and stuff, look at some trucks. So yeah, hopefully we have a fun time. Son's got another football game Saturday, tomorrow, so we'll be doing that this weekend. So hopefully everybody has a good weekend. Have fun, stay safe. Fall is officially here, so you know, if you're doing any type of fall activities, pumpkin patches and things like that, you know. But one thing, I did cool off. You know, I was a little irritated yesterday. I'm sorry if the sun was blinding y'all just now. I was trying to stand behind here where it's a little bit of shade. But I was a little bit irritated yesterday, you know, yesterday afternoon when they wouldn't unload me. Could I have handled it better with the manager of the store? Probably. Could I have handled it worse? Most definitely. You know, I could have went completely off in there and showed my behind and acted like a fool. You know, I think I handled it pretty well though. You know, I tried to stay as respectful as possible without letting her just step over me and talk to me any type of way. You know, and that's one thing in life, and especially in business, because people try to get over you in business, you know, is you got to stand up for yourself. You know, I'm not saying you got to be, you know, a a-hole and tell everybody off and things like that. You know, but you can't let anybody treat you any type of way. You can't let anybody call you out your name. You know, you can't let anybody just treat you and talk to you any type of way they feel like they can, because the second that you let them do that, that's when they are going to do that. You know, that manager, I expressed my disgust with the issue, and also about how she was speaking to me. You know, I didn't need an apology or whatever. I just wanted to make it known that she wasn't going to talk to me the way that she was. So, you know, we left it at that. This morning, of course, they came out, they unloaded me. She wasn't there. So, you know, no more problems with that. But, you know, that just goes to show that sometimes people do test your boundaries, and especially in businesses, especially in trucking, at shippers and receivers, when you're early or you're late, things like that. You know, I try not to be late. I'm not going to say I've never been late or never will be late, because you don't know what will happen. But, you know, I try to do things on time, if not early. You know, and I just didn't understand how the shipper told me that I should deliver early, but then she was like, no, you can't unload till tomorrow. So I was just confused, and I was just asking, you know, why not? And she didn't like me asking why not, I guess. But that's neither here nor there. It's over with. I got unloaded. You know, so it's a learning lesson of how to go about delivering some of these trailers from now on. You know, I'll definitely just deliver when I'm supposed to. You know, I called, the one girl said, you know, she'd have to see, and so I showed up, even talked to my guy, and he told me to show up as well. You know, so next time I'll just show up when I'm supposed to. No more early, none of that. Then I don't have that problem. So like I said, everybody have fun this weekend. Get your mind right for Monday. And as always, stay prayed up, grind hard, and stay humble.